Okay, this is the lesson on responses to megacities, and we're going to look at how we can improve megacities. So, Bonnie, in the lesson, I want you to be able to have some examples, methods, ways that megacities can be improved. So first of all, what is a response? Well, we've talked about a challenge there. That's an issue. A response is how can we solve some of these challenges, some of these problems. So that's what a response is, and that goes back to the syllabus where we have challenges of living in a megacity and a response. Remember, you might be asked about that in an extended response. So first thing we can do, and we've discussed this in class, is to clear the slums. That's probably an obvious answer. Some people go, well, you can't do that because that's people's homes. Remember, slums are illegal. They shouldn't be there. So they haven't broken the law, the government or the local council, by demolishing them. They have no right anyway. However, by using these bulldozers, what can happen is this. We can have a lot of social unrest, riots, protest, which isn't great. And ultimately, it will turn back into this. When we move people forcefully from one place, what they're going to do, eventually you'll find somewhere else. So we haven't really sorted out the problem. We might have sorted out the problem in the short term, but long term, people are still going to end up like this instead of like this. This is a solution. This is a long-term solution to the problem. Local community actions. This is the way that's going to help people in slums. So what our response to these challenges should focus on in the future is to strengthen local government and make it more effective. So instead of bulldozing houses, self-help projects where governments give a grant money to the locals to help improve their houses, maybe build infrastructure as well. Basic infrastructure like flushing toilets, electricity, better sewage systems, water. Another area for the future is to implement new approaches for alleviating poverty through local job promotion. Now, if you look back into the playlist I've got on slums, there's lots of different ways for doing that. Using NGOs to try and make fuel out of human waste is one example. These are all jobs that are going to involve locals, help locals, give them jobs, give them little bits of money that they can help better themselves. Develop support in communities. So in that previous slide where we've got a community garden growing local produce, that is another long-term way of helping slums improve and making cities more environmentally friendly. The green roof spaces would be a great example. Collecting rainwater, using the rainwater on gardens, using rainwater for toilets. All of these are environmentally friendly and again will make long-term help to these slums. Increased role of NGOs. Remember, an NGO is a non-government organisation such as Oxfam, AusAid, and giving these people the opportunity to help the locals. And it might be introducing new or building new water pipes. It might be giving money for doctors to be able to give kids needles, that type of thing. And then last one, community-based development. Community gardens, community nurses, community education. All of these dot points are really the ways to go forward and to respond to these challenges. What you need to do now is to go and find examples of these dot points. How do you do that? Start by looking at the playlist that I've got on the YouTube channel and come up with examples. So going back to the title and the goal, looking at responses. Short term, get rid of them, bulldoze. Is that going to be helpful in the long term? Absolutely not. People are going to just find new areas and build on those areas. The way forward, the best response are going to be local, sustainable development, community-based projects. Okay, thanks.